Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Marcel, Hyde, Mindset, and welcome to an episode where I'm going to teach you guys about the importance of reading books, okay? I know when you went to school, you were forced to read books, and some of those books that you read, you had no interest in. So that may have turned you completely off of reading books. But I want to say some of the most successful people, Elon Musk, and some of the people that we follow read the most amount of books, all right? Some of the top CEOs, there's statistics out there, read over 60 books per year, okay? Some of the top CEOs. So what level do you want to get to? As you can see behind me, I have a ton of books. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got books in my closet. I got books on my bookshelf. I got books beside me. I'm obsessed with reading. The reason why I'm obsessed with reading is because how much I begin to grow from reading books. All right, whenever I read a book, there's so much information within the books that maybe I haven't learned from somebody else or no one even taught me, that now I'm learning in the book and now I can apply to my life. That can change my life. So you guys are really missing out if you don't pick up books and read books, all right? It's fine if you want to read fiction, because I know a lot of people like these fiction books. I'm a nonfiction guy because I like the real. I like to read a book and be like, what can I get from this book so I can grow? Right? But it's okay to read fiction sometimes because I believe that the fiction books can expand your thinking in different ways. It can make you think outside the box when you read fiction, because it's fantasy, it's make-believe, right? But when you read the nonfiction, that's the real stuff that's actually happening that can change your life. So pick up some books, all right, and learn, because you can pick up books and learn a skill. There's so much positives from reading books. Don't miss out on the opportunity. And people that may have passed away, autobiographies on people that lived this life and went through similar things that you're going through in your current life, have written books. And these books now, people get the ability to read. Remember, way back in the day, not everybody had the ability to read. So take advantage of the ability to read, because who knows what the future holds, right? This information, it's information in a book, right? It's all this information in a book can change your world, change your life. Reading books is so important, all right? I can't emphasize that enough. You will grow as a person. You will get to a way different level, all right? It'll also change your mindset. So if you're struggling with a certain limiting belief or certain mindset, maybe you need to pick up some books that help you, with changing your perspective, changing your mindset. There's a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck. It talks about the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. And if you're really trying to make anything happen in this life, you got to have that growth mindset. You can't be closed-minded. You can't believe that things are going to happen for you. You have to believe that things were going to work out for you, okay? And that's why I've developed this mentality that I believe myself. I believe I can accomplish whatever I want in this life because I've read so many books. And I'm reading these books and I'm seeing stories in these books of people who have changed their life completely. And some stories where people were completely broke, had nothing to their name, and they just kept going. They kept working on their craft, improving their skills, hired a mentor and coach, and then all of a sudden, their life changes. But if you're not reading these books, and you're going through this yourself, you might have a hard time continuing to go through it because you have nothing as proof to be like, oh, someone's gone through something similar to me. All right, so the importance of books, I can't emphasize it enough. Go and get you some books, right? If you've never read before, maybe start off with one book a month, okay? You can start off reading one book a month, and then once you start improving, you can move it to 2, and then you can move it to 3, and then you can move it to 4 books a month, all right? The more books you read, that's more knowledge you're acquiring, right? And that knowledge is important. I strongly believe knowledge is important, but make sure whatever you're learning in these books, you're applying. The application part is so important because people read so many books and they can regurgitate line by line, verbatim, so many different books, but are you actually taking the action? The books are saying, take action. You know, you can read Think and Go Rich millions of times, but if you're not buying into that concept, if you're not taking the action steps necessary to change your life, you're not going to change your life, okay? So read the books. Yes, I believe in reading books. I read every single day, all right? Right now, I'm at an hour a day. I'm not even close to some of the greats. I got to really schedule more time in my day to read, but I'm obsessed with reading because I've seen how it's changed my life. Even my communication skills has improved, all right? Just the way I talk to people. And when people speak to me and they're saying things that I don't understand, right? Or sorry, they say things and they may be using these massive words, okay? But I've seen this word in a book. And when I see these words in books, I Google it. What does that word mean? Now, when someone's communicating with me and they're using words, I can now fully understand what they're saying. All right, so I can name 1,000 things in this video why you should be picking up books, why you should be reading books. And there might be just one book that you read, one book that can change your whole life. And you can find books that you're interested in that can help you, whatever it is, fitness, mental health, mindset, personal development. Those books are all out there. Okay, so you just gotta really find them. Okay, you gotta find your niche, your thing, whatever you love to do, and start reading on that topic. And I can guarantee that your life will change. It's also a tool used for stress reduction. All right, it's been said that reading books can actually reduce your stress. Okay, it does something to the brain. You know, if you're someone that's completely stressed out, implement reading into your schedule and you'll be less stressed. You'll see how it reduces that stress. Okay, so don't miss out on that opportunity to really dive into a book, all right? Because there's been some great books. And, you know, like I said earlier in the show, that there's been people who are no longer here and they've written these books, they've written these gems, these tools that are going to help us with life today. You know, don't be the person that can't sit down for an hour and really dive into a book. You know, because the programming of social media, right? We're all programmed in a way where it's just like 60-second video, 30-second video. So our attention span has really decreased, which is unfortunate because, you know, if we can really sit down and study, you know, and I mean study, really dive into these books and study, the good ones, of course. You know, you got to decide for yourself what those books are. Then you could potentially, you know, elevate your life. You know, some of the greatest creations in the world and some of the greatest people that you've heard of, you know, they did some real serious studying. They were in the library, they were in the lab, they were researching, they were reading. How do you think they got all the information to put the pieces of the puzzle together? Where are you getting your information from? Don't just think you're just magically going to create some life that, you know, is above and beyond something you've never imagined without actually reading, without gaining the information. There's no way. It just doesn't happen out of thin air like that, right? So you have to be reading books, all right? Comment below some of your books, some of the books you enjoy to read, some of the personal development, because I'm into personal development, some of the personal development books you like to read. So everybody that comes and watches this episode can actually take a suggestion that you have and read the book. And, you know, comment and say what it has done for you, what that book has done for you. Has it changed the way you look at food? Has it improved your fitness? Has it improved your mindset? So comment below, all right? And remember, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and share this content. We want this content shared to other people, you know, so other people can grow as well too. We're a community based on helping people grow and develop and evolve, all right? That's what my community is all about. So like, subscribe, and share the content. Remember, mindset is everything. Unlock your mind.